Okay, so this was a request from one of you guys to say to go live while we're setting up for an event. So this is for a client. Her family member actually tomorrow is going to have surgery to get both of the breasts removed. And so they want to have like a celebration or a get together just to kind of like lift her spirits up and encourage her and just surround her with love. So today we are setting up with the colors pink and white, but we have to clean up from the previous booking that we had, which was for a birthday. They wanted red, and so that's what we're taking out now. So I'm just going to be moving around, and Roy is here as well. We're moving around and doing things. You're fine. You can. We're just gonna keep working.
No, I gotta go down the street because he had to order that. That's we have things, and then I'll be right back. So I'm gonna take this up. Walk there to give myself. I'll be right back.
And he gonna wait. Okay, go ahead.
We don't have this stuff for months.
Yeah, but I mean, it's okay. We'll talk about it later. Okay. So Roy's actually leaving now. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean off this table. I'm going to, let's just move it this way, like right here. I feel so weird doing this. I don't even know if y'all can hear me or what. Okay. So yeah, so the colors is pink and white. Again, this is for our client today who is having surgery tomorrow. She's getting both of her breasts removed. And so this is like an encouragement, small gathering for that her sisters and family members are throwing for her. It's only for 2 hours, so it's pretty quick and easy. When they asked us if we could do this or if they could do this, originally we were actually booked in one of our other spaces that they originally wanted to do because they only have a small group. However, I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and allow them to do it at our new space. They'll have a lot more room, but we'll be able to accommodate them and help them because, you know, they really wanted to have it at a venue and not their home, and they wanted to do it at one of our spaces. So I was like, you know what, let's just go ahead and book her and let's just accommodate them. You know, one of those things that we were talking about, just kind of going all out for your clients and things, and going above and beyond. This is one of those because, you know, we didn't charge her how much we would normally charge someone. We saw that she had a budget. They had a budget that they wanted to do. And I said, why not? I kind of just tried to put myself in other people's shoes. And see like, hey, like if I was in this position, you know, how would I, you know, want things to go? And also, you know, it's always great to show people favor as well. Because I'm like, if we're asking favor from God, then we need to show favor to others. And you always can go by the biggest commandment, one of the biggest commandments. You know, love God with all your heart and love and your neighbor as you love yourself. I feel like if you have those things within your system and your DNA of who you are, I just feel like that it will just be a reflection, you know, on everything that you do. And I believe that when we do those things and it's kind, I believe that God sees those things, you know what I mean? And who knows, you know, what type of harvest that we will reap from being kind and being obedient. So there is that. So just talking a little bit about these tables that we have here. Some people ask, you know, where did we get them from? How much they cost, things like that. So these are mirror tables that we got here. They sit 6 people per table. We have 4 of them. For this location, we couldn't get more because there's no room for it. But yeah, so it said 6 people. I got it from abcglassware.com. That's where I get it from, and I love abcglassware.com, y'all. I really do. Not only they have really great quality items, but their shipping is super fast. I remember I used to order a lot of stuff from like Etsy, and what I've realized is that Etsy is nothing but some vendors on Alibaba, okay, that's going up there. So I said, you know what? Let's just figure out how we can cut out the middleman and go about it that way. And I believe that ABC Glassware is connected to some factory in China. I know it's a Chinese-owned business, and so, you know, just kind of putting two and two together, they have to be connected to a factory overseas because the items that they have, I mean, you guys got to check it out. They have a lot of great items there. Another website that I like to order from is tableclothfactory.com, CV as in Victor, linens.com. We also like ordering from Fashion Fascinating or Fashion Fascinated, whatever it's called. We like to order those from from over there as well. If there's any other questions that you guys may have, you feel free to ask. I cannot believe I'm doing this. This is so weird and crazy, but hey, I guess you can, you get the best results off of you just being authentically you. Like I said, I haven't done a live, and I don't even know how long it's been. It's definitely been a long time, but I think that this was really great idea to set up. Our client actually is coming in about an hour, or at least some of their vendors are coming off to drop off some things. I think drop off some food and some other decorations. Someone was talking to or put a comment on one of the videos, and they were like, they also had an event space themselves, and they tend to see that, they do too much for the clients pretty much, or, the clients taking advantage of them. And, just questions on what do we do about that? And like, how do we feel about going above and beyond for clients? And I'm like, it's cool to go above and beyond. Like, I want to make sure the clients have a good experience and everything like that. However, I am learning that I'm shooting myself in the foot because, number one, when you have your creative space and you start to have staff, the staff may not be the same way as you. How I'm like, oh yeah, girl, come on in. You're totally fine. I can take that from you. The extra things, they may be like, absolutely not, which of course I still want to make sure that we have like the standards of who we are and that people are a reflection of those standards. At the same time, the small little things that I really don't have to do, but it just, customer service and satisfaction and stuff. I know that they won't do that or, so, but I am learning as I go on how to not only be a leader and, steer the ship, or I guess that's the right word, or drive the car, however you want to say it. But, I feel like that I'm mainly just learning more so about, how to just tone it down some, just tone it down a little bit. For an example, there was a while ago, like a long time ago, we did something for free for someone, again, touched by the story, like, oh, okay, no, that's fine. But, as it says, with the whole swine and pearls, we don't be giving your pearls to no pigs, So what happened was, long story short, that client wasn't even grateful for me doing something free for them. They were wilding. Like, they're like, oh, why don't we get this and can we get that? So, I'm learning to no longer give like clients and things an inch, because they do take a mile. Like, just do things of what actually makes sense and make sure that it is beneficial not only to the atmosphere and settings of the business, but of course the business concept and model in itself. It needs to be able to make sense to do things for people, stuff like that. Let me see, what's something else that I would like to eventually make longer videos on and talk about. City rules and regulations of what you need for your space. I have realized that within the city that I'm in, that you actually need a conditional use permit, which is a cup, for you to have a creative space. And it's more so if you're planning on doing like events and stuff like that. It doesn't matter what capacity that it is, if it's an event, if they're doing any dancing, if they're doing anything dealing with music or a microphone or anything. That's what you're going to need. That's something that I did not know until this year. Or whatever. So, if you're thinking about having a creative space yourself, just make sure that you're looking online, doing your research of the rules and regulations for your city. I know that it's most likely going to be with whatever city planning of whatever, wherever you are. And you just look up on Google City Planning, set an appointment up to speak with them, and go about it that way. I would not say something on the lines that could have you, or I wouldn't say anything on the lines that's going to put fire under you, if you will. Just asking them questions, and just making sure that you're being careful with how you ask the questions, because unfortunately, people are people, and some people, unfortunately, they don't want people to thrive and be successful, and they'll try to do things to stop what you're doing, or what you're trying to do. So I would just say, of course, pray about how to come to your city, or looking and doing your research of using the right words, because I've realized that some words are trigger words for them, especially if you use the words like DJ, and if you use the words like open mic stuff, only because even for me, and what I've went through, they thought we were actually trying to open a club. Like, they weren't understanding of what we're trying to do. It took some time until they finally really understood what we were doing and who we are. Because unfortunately, the cities be going through stuff. They be going through their own spill. They be scared of, they go through, the bad apples, and they just hope that you're not a bad apple. So that's just all that we went through. Right now, my phone fell. I don't even know where it went. Oh my gosh. Where is my phone? Oh no. I can't even get you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. How am I even going to get my phone? This is so bad. Okay. That's what I get. Okay. Oh no. Oh god. All right. Okay, Lord. What am I going to do? Okay. One second. I think. One. Okay. Whoa. Ow. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna put it here. So anyways, what I'm getting out now is I'm looking for the charger plates. We have charger plates that's included. And I'm looking for these, right? Pink charger plates. Let's go. All right. So it's 20 people that they're having today. I believe they're dropping off some more stuff soon. Hopefully you guys can still hear me and see me. Okay. Pink chargers. I also think that you guys would like it if I took you with us as we set up set up the hotel spaces, I think that that would be another thing as well to do. That would be pretty interesting. So with these charger plates, because they're clear, sometimes I have to wipe them down with glass cleaner to make sure that, you know, that all is well, looks good, shiny. I'm gonna head over to this side now. Just give me 2 seconds. This table is 4 of them. All together is 24 seats. These gold what are these called? Cartier. These are called gold Cartier old-back chairs. I also got these from ABC Glassware. When it comes to the cost of how much each chair is expensive. I think each chair is like, is it $80? 80 or $90 per chair. I can't remember. However, of course, if you go to Alibaba directly, you will definitely be able to get a better deal. However, with Alibaba, the only thing is that shipping time is a beast. Do you hear me? That shipping time is a beast. Literally, I'm going to say for the serpentine tables, so those serpentine tables are the S tables. When I got them from the vendor from Alibaba, it literally took 2 months. It took 2 months for us to get those tables. But again, with ABC Glassware, it didn't take that long at all. However, you're definitely going to pay for it, of course. So these flowers, again, I got them from Angela Flowers. I love these flowers because, I mean, look at them. They're already done. They're already made. And I think that they're just fantastic. I have no clue how in the world it's telling me to. Okay, sorry about that. But with these flowers, I like these flowers because they're already done. They're already made. So, but anyways, I am going to stop it from here and I'm going to come back on live in a second. See you guys.